What's happening, everybody? I'm back as me, your resident supervillain, Mr. J. Washington.
I'm the swaggy blerd, Winston A. Marshall.
Jesus Christ. We are here for the episode 13 season finale review of Harley Quinn on the DC Universe. And if you have not seen this episode yet, please come on back because there will be spoilers. Why are you looking so scared over there?
Well, just because you came in so hot, it was like quiet. I realized you were waiting for the motorcycle. And all of a sudden,
I wasn't waiting on that, actually.
You were just...
I was actually literally digging inside myself to find that energy burst I needed.
Are you tired?
A little bit. I still got to work tonight.
I'm tired.
So we still got to record another video after this. So I was like, I had to dig deep and find the spark.
I thought you were just waiting for the motorcycle, and then it just came. I was like, oh my goodness, that's a lot. Now, before you say anything, yes, we're in the same shit because of schedules and everything else that's going on, we decided to go ahead and watch the season finale together right after we finish episode 12.
So we're knocking all this shit out.
Just knocking it all out at the same time.
So, Ivy dead. She gone. Oh, my Lord. My Jesus.
Poor Kite, man. Oh, that was...
Why, Father, did this heck Ivy? She's so young and supple. Why not take me?
I feel like what was so... what was so interesting is they were all using their powers to kind of like help barrier. So Sai became a bulldozer and drilled out a grave, and
but King Shark ain't got a power he can use.
Well, I mean, Clayface's power was his acting, because he gave it a very moving speech.
But turns out to be the monologue William Shatner used in Star Trek 2. Nigga, like what?
Like everybody goes, that was actually pretty good. He goes, yes, it was good. It was also good when William Shatner used it in Star Trek 2.
I don't know why this nigga sound like Silky Johnson for the Chappelle show. I hate you. I hate you. I know you, and I hate you. I hold nothing but bad things happen.
I have all the bad things in life happen to you.
And as I sip my soda and I'm sure somebody spitting. Silky Johnson.
Silky Johnston. Anyway, they layer to rest.
Pitbull!
Rest in peace, Patrice O'Neal.
Damn,
man. But they're putting her to rest.
Yeah.
Dr. Psycho is able to use his powers to put the dirt over her. That's when Frank comes along like, who's going to water roots? I don't trust none of these assholes. And she was a doctor, goddammit. Who chiseled this?
So Dr. Psycho fixes the tombstone, uses his psychic abilities, and chisels Doctor on there.
You know the way you do when you make a poster board, but you didn't do the letters out properly, so it's kind of squeezed in on the side. Either way they go, we have to stop Joker for this. Like, screw this.
Harley's pissed, and this motherfucker about to race off doing it.
Like, do you have a plan? Because it didn't work when you had Ivy helping you out, so what you going to do now? So they go, you know what? I know exactly what we need to do. You get back to Jim, who keeps flipping the bat switch on and off, like, oh, where your ass at? Batman shows up finally, but so does Harley, being like, what's the point of an elevator if it never works?
And then, so he's basically, Harley's like, yo, I need you to stop him. Harley, Quinn, I'm not going to use you. I'm not going to team with you to stop the Joker. You deserve to be in Arkham.
Also, I work alone.
And
then Gordon goes, what about me? Shut up, Jim.
Jim was wrong. My marriage is failing. That's not just sound effect. Jim's marriage is fucking failed.
Well, he said it wasn't this time when he showed up. He's like, Jim, what's wrong? He's like, the city's being taken over. Nothing wrong with my marriage. That's going great. But either way, Harley's like, I have a plan. And so they walk up.
She's like, what's the plan? He's like, what's the plan? What's the one thing he really wants?
And then cut to her walking up with the crew. Joker being like, what the hell do you want? And being like, look what I got.
It's Batman.
And he's like, oh shit, I can't believe you did it. Like, that's crazy. Like, all right. Whole time Batman is actually in the bat plane up in the upper atmosphere. And he's skydiving.
Can I ask a question real quick? We're talking about Batman skydiving now. Of course we know everything's bat this, the bat that. This nigga has a bat parachute with the giant bat symbol on the inside. It's yellow. I don't think you need that to let motherfuckers know you coming out there.
That's just to let you know whose parachute you're using. That's all. That's all that is. So, obviously, you realize that Clayface now has gone in disguise as Batman, and you're like, oh shit, okay. Now, the one thing Joker wants is he's like, well, before that, I want you to sing Happy Birthday to me like you always do. So Harley Quinn's like, fuck it, fine. She starts to do it, but of course Clayface is performing ass. Can't help it, and you see him be like, and then they finish the Happy Birthday song right as Batman's about to get to the Joker, and he jumps out and goes, and many more!
First of all, you know what that reminded me of? Have you seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Yes.
Remember when he was hiding, and Judge Doom was like, no cartoon can resist the shave and a haircut, and it's just like, dun, 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 dun. Then Roger busts out, 2 bits! That's exactly exactly what it reminded me of.
Yeah.
Because he did. And so while he realizes that happens, he's like, that's not fucking Batman is trying to get the Joker, but the Joker encapsulates himself in a force shield in his area and lets out a bunch of gas.
And then the Batman gets knocked out, and Batman is now captured.
And then he has but before that, Joker has his like tentacle tractors grab everybody of the crew. Harley tries to get away. She does escape, but all of the crew has been kidnapped.
And now we go into the full taking over Gotham via the Joker.
Man.
He tortures all of them. He rips out all of King Shark's teeth, which is brutal.
No, he does like 5 of them, but still, it was dead on this motherfucker.
His face is just all swollen and bloody. And you're like, oh man, that's horrible. What's the next thing? Dr. Psycho's eyes are wide open. You're like, oh my god, what's he showing him? It's a feminism rally.
The nigga was like, no, please.
He's like, please, you're a monster, no! Then he's got Clayface on a fucking one of those pot wheel things.
Pottery wheel like ghost niggas.
And they're doing him around, so it's the Joker faces his main body, and then Clayface's face is all fucked up on
he
top.
He pushes Sid down a spiral staircase. The Joker is shit.
And he's just constantly cattle prodding, shocking the shit out of Batman, who is also on a cuckoo clock, punching in and out every hour on the hour. The rest of Gotham he's showing his jokes to. If you don't laugh, a squad of Joker bots come up and just blow you away.
What old dude's on the corner there?
Like, just didn't get it. All of a sudden, dude comes up with a Gatling gun. Dude's like... Oh, and James is on a leash. He's being dragged around on a leash by the police force, which is all these Joker bots now.
So... It gets so Scarecrow comes in like, yo, let's celebrate. You captured Batman. You have everything you want, and blah blah blah. And then so Scarecrow looks like, yeah. And so it's one other thing you didn't do, and pulls this motherfucker's cowl back, and they reveal it's Bruce Wayne.
And he goes, what? Billionaire playboy Bruce Wayne. He's like, God damn it! That was the one thing I didn't want you ruin the mystery. He goes, I just thought it'd be something that Harley would do for you. And of course he loses his shit and melts Skullcrow's fucking head off.
Because that's like I said, the Joker never wants to know. There is a relationship with the two of them that is symbiotic in nature, where it's like, I never want to know who this is. I want to keep torturing him. That's why they'll never kill each other. Well, now that he knows it's Bruce Wayne, he said I put in for a flat car at Wayne Tech. Where's my car?
Not that flying car, he said electric car.
Electric car.
He's put an electric car for Wayne Tech. It still hasn't come. Where is it, Bruce?
He said, I put my money on this thing.
Put a deposit down.
Where's my car?
So, cut back to Harley, who's on the streets trying to run away as best she can. She goes to the grave of Ivy and is like, God, I miss you so much.
She brings some red and black roses.
And she goes, they didn't have black roses, so I had to dye half of them. I'm sorry for that. I know you probably wouldn't approve of that, but I wanted you to have a piece of me one way or the other. And she starts to cry, and she's like, man, Ivy, if you can hear me, speak to me. And all of a sudden, it's like, hello? And she's like, oh, shit! And you think, oh, is Ivy alive? Nah, it's just Kite Man, who literally, she's like, are you living here? He's like, if you call this living. And he's got a tent. His outfit is stained. He's got laundry hanging from a tree.
Frank is like, this ain't living. I'm an indoor plant. I don't take direct sunlight, shit like that. So it's sad because, again, remember, Kite Man has never really been in love. And he literally lost the love of his life.
And he's just completely falling apart. And so, Kite Man goes, you know what, it's okay. I mean, maybe we better. Joker's doing his, like victory party. It's an 80s dance theme. It's right after he murders your crew. And she goes, wait, what are you talking about? And there is going to be a live execution of Harley's crew and then an 80s dance party. And he goes, yeah, you don't have to dress the theme if you don't want to, but it is encouraged. And Frank goes, I was debating between Thriller, but I don't want to be the third Thriller in line to the buffet.
Have you ever gone to an 80s party?
I have. I've been
there I haven't had a chance to go because I can't find 80s stuff to wear. I don't know where to find 80s stuff. I guess because I was way heavier at the time. I haven't been invited to one recently. Now I can buy size 38 jeans.
Sure. Because everything was super tight back then.
Yeah, it's
super tight.
Now I'm like, okay, but
why don't you just get one of like Heavy D and shit? You know what I'm saying? Get that kind of. Nigga, I'm just being real.
This nigga wants me to go around some. Now that we found love,
what are we gonna do
with it?
Hey, party, take it to the party. So Harley's like, all right, I gotta stop this. And Kite Man's like, if you couldn't beat him with the Batman, what the fuck are you gonna do with no crew?
No crew, nobody.
So she's like, she busts in, Joker, look, let him the fuck go.
You got me.
Or well, she walks up. And with a body, it's like, I know the one thing that you have everything. So the one thing you won't be able to have, I will blow myself up right now.
He's like, hey, hold on, bitch, come on upstairs real quick.
Lets her up. He goes, I should blow us up right now. He goes, you can, but you're gonna blow up your crew too. Lifts up some picture frames of himself. There's a whole crew all shoved in like.
Got Clayface stretched out, Dr. Psycho like this. King Shark looks so tall.
So uncomfortable. And Sid also like kind of upside down with his wheelchair stuffed in there too. And they're all. He goes. What do I want? Put on this, and it's her original costume. And all the crew goes, no, don't do it. Except for Dr. Psycho goes, do it.
Put it on. Bitch, get us out of here. Is basically what he's saying. So basically, she puts the costume on, and then he says, you know what? He basically that wasn't a cue to let her go. He grabs some goons to take her, and they go to the vat of acid that made her. And so he's like, "Yo, I can't kill you because if I kill you, that leaves you as a basically before that they get ready to. He tells her they face to face while she has a costume on. You're the thing that completes me. It's like yeah, and they go to kiss. Here's the thing: Harley got a knife behind her back. She goes to stab him. This motherfucker stabs her too.
They stab each other at the same time. So you're right. Before the goon, because they stab each other, they have a knife fight. It's actually pretty badass. But Joker gets the upper hand, has his foot on her wound. She really can't take it, and he's like, "I have to get rid of you." So goons take her to the acid bath where it all started, being like, "This is how I get rid of you. I'm gonna throw you. Like it won't kill you, and it won't make you crazy. It'll make you normal, and I'll finally be done with you because once she's normal, he can kill her." He's like,
you're not that Harley Quinn no more.
You're not Harley Quinn anymore. You're back to Harlan Quinzel, and I can do whatever the fuck I want with you. So right before he's about to go, she notices a little plant start to creep up. And what we did
notices vines.
I was going to say, what we did mention before, while she was at the grave, she cried, and a single tear fell on the grave, and you saw, right as they left, a rose kind of pop up, and you're like, huh, interesting.
Like, because I looked at him at that moment, I was like, wait a fucking minute.
And I was like, yeah, remember, she does have regenerative powers just like Swamp Thing.
She's basically the female Swamp Thing, except for she's beautiful.
Right, exactly.
Like, I'd give it to Ivy all in the greens.
This is where you would die.
I'd take that risk.
I mean, maybe she'll do like what she did with Kite Man and hook it up for you and give you the antidote.
Let me tell you something. If there are two people in this world I would take the risk with trying to fucking die.
Who?
Poison Ivy and Rogue. I would try to, because I just want to know what it's like to just bust them skins, no Trojan.
Death? Just get a later age Rogue that is like got control over her powers.
Yeah, I mean, but she better have good control of throwing it back too. Like if she got
Jesus. All right, so Harley decides.
Throw that ass in a circle.
Harley decides, no, don't throw me in. Let me do this on my own. I want to jump. He goes, all right, cool. So she dives in, gets caught. Like he's like, cool. I'm glad that's done.
And he was like, wait a minute.
He goes, where was the splash? And that's when all of a sudden she rises up from the vines and goes, where did those come from? And here comes Poison Ivy. Goes, fuck. I knew I should have harpooned you in the head. One in the heart, one in the head. Like
it's harpooning 101.
Harpooning 101. And that's it. 2 guards thrown out the motherfucking window. And now they got Joker. And she's like, please. He's like, please don't do this. Please don't do this. She goes, nah, bitch, you done.
Drop his ass.
Drop his ass. Gets dropped into the acid.
Now remember, before you think about it, he told Harley, if I drop you in this will make you normal. So everybody, 9 times out of 10 you hear, oh, what happened if the Joker goes in? Pretty much the same.
So he jumps out. He seems fine. He jumps out of the acid and he goes, I'm not going out without a fight. And he starts to blow up the building. They're rushing to get out. Batman shoves Harley and Ivy out of the way before they get crushed. They escape out of the building.
Wait. Harley says, he saved us. Do you think he made it? Ivy was like, he's got the polymer suit and shit start falling. She's like, oh, well, we better get the fuck out of here.
So they get out. There is a massive earthquake that destroys the city because of the explosion of the building, and Gotham is completely in chaos. It is on fire. Everything is
Gotham is hit with an 8.6 earthquake. Now I understand this is a cartoon.
That's massive.
But California has had that. I think it was 8. Was it 8? The Northridge earthquake they had years ago out here. I think it was like 8 something. Now imagine feeling 8.6 means the ground is just like fuck you niggas. That's.
Oh, man, you're going to call crying like a little bitch when the big one hits. I know it.
Oh, I already cried when the motherfucker had that jolt a week ago. I was like, Yo, bro, I'm telling you something, I'm not about this earthquake life. I'm not about the ground.
I'm really not either.
I'm not about this ground being like, let's shake these niggas like Yahtzee dice. I'm not about this life.
No, that's a hard pass. But
why you live in LA? Because that's where I can make money.
You gotta make money, right? So either way, we end up seeing no one knows where the Batman is. Harley Quinn is free. She's with the crew. And the last thing we see Joker's hand jump up and him do a crazy laugh like, ha, 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 and then his hand falls and it goes from being pale white to normal.
Even the nail color changes. And that's it. So basically now, I don't know if it's officially been renewed for season 2, but season 2 is now the Joker being a regular person.
So what we will, again, we're recording this kind of early. So it's possible by the time this drops, they may have made an announcement if they're going to do a season.
Or they may have done a post-credit scene. So, because everybody will be in the comments, what did you see in the post-credit scene? No, we did this early.
I guarantee you by the time this comes out, we may have seen the post-credit scene by then. But when we recorded this, we did not.
And if it does, it just did. So we sorry.
Either way, what would you rate it, man? Season finale of the show.
Let's just do this. Let's not do the season finale. What would you rate this entire season?
I'll do both.
Okay, let's do both. So for me, this episode gets a 5. Everything that's been doing, and the season as a whole gets a 5. This was a perfect season. This was beautifully done, and also I've always said this: DC animation is flawless. It has been without blemish. DC animation is just so dope, and this shows that you take it on a smaller scale. You make a series with a character you wouldn't expect much out of. Because let's be honest, you hear a Harley Quinn show, you're like, what? You're not gonna think 13 episodes. You might think 5 or 6. That's what I'm saying, not 13.
I guess it's because I've seen her in other mediums get flushed out as a character, so I was excited to see what she gets with her own show. But like the Batman versus Harley Quinn movie, Batman and Harley Quinn is great.
Yeah.
The storyline with with Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy have been great. So I knew that there was some character to flesh out there, but this was really well done. If I had to rate it, I would give the episode a 4.5. And the reason why, I understand Ivy's powers, that she technically is kind of impossible to kill, but I think it does take a little bit away from like not having a genuine loss that like stuck. You know what I mean?
Well, I get what you're saying, but also you got to think about it. That loss stuck until the very end.
I mean, it was long enough that she would felt it until whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like, there's something about like I don't try and consider Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but there was something about Avengers where like losing Coulson changed everything. Yeah. And so even if obviously Ivy had to be the one because that was the one she was closest to.
Yeah, because let's be real. But if Dr. Psycho died,
or any of them, she probably wouldn't have felt it. She would have felt it, but not as much. So I know it's just something about it that if that had been a permanent death, I think it would have shaped who she is a little bit differently. Yeah. So that's my only gripe, but otherwise, I do think it is a wonderful episode. I think everything from top to bottom, as far as like what it means, the having Clayface fucking sing and break is absolutely hilarious.
To watch his face like he can't hold it, like
absolutely amazing. But overall, the season, I would give it a 5. I honestly would. This was a super, super well done show from top to bottom. The humor was brilliant all the way through. You had a lot of stuff you were talking about. You hear this
refined voice in Winston when he says it. He's holding his leg too. The season was well done.
It was very well done. Very very well done. Good for you. Good for you, DC. Bravo. Thank you for bringing a women's empowerment show and making it not only hilarious but action and love and empowerment.
This motherfucker needs a monocle and a pipe. So putting a cork out pipe like man. What if he's doing the face doing man? But we want to know what you thought about this episode and the season as a whole in the comments below. So go ahead and subscribe to this video and this channel. Click on the notification bell. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you find out the notification bell when I'm dropping more videos here. Subscribe to the channel. And follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Mr. J Washington. You should see it. It's right there. Twitter, Instagram, Patreon.com for the Supervillain Squad. Check out the Mad Titan podcast. That was another one.
Tired.
No, I'm tired, but I'm pumped up on caffeine.
That's fair. I mean, same thing. Follow me on the socials where I was pointing out before. The Swaggy Blerd, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Letterboxd, all that good stuff.
Hey, I read one of your Letterboxd reviews.
Yeah? What'd you think?
I was like, this motherfucker has feelings when he writes. I felt that when I finally watched Marriage Story, it got emotional.
No, I mean, but that's some real shit. I mean, the main reason is just because, like, there are actual legit-ass critics that you can go and if you want to get the full breakdown of how the movie goes one way or the other. This is more just, like, kind of, like, as a filmmaker myself, it's kind of my opinion and the stuff that I felt about it.
I've made pornos that have not made me cry as much as the scene did watching the divorce of Scarlett Johansson and Adam Driver.
Follow us on YouTube and Facebook, the Blerds in the Hood pages.
Yes.
Please do subscribe to those. We're doing Blerds in the Hood every week. On this video and on there, let us know what show you think we should review next.
Because there's nothing coming up for the DC Universe for a while. So
because HBO Max is coming.
HBO Max is coming, so Doom Patrol 2 will be coming. But we're trying to find out what should we review and talk about for a while. So we're going to take your suggestions in the comments. Let us know about those.
And that's pretty much it, yo. So again, thank you for rocking with us. You've been with us since Doom Patrol. Doom Patrol, Swamp Thing, Titan Season 2, and now this. So thank you so much for rolling with us. It's been like
50-something episodes almost.
That's a lot of shit. I've spent a lot of time here.
Jesus Christ.
All right, y'all. We got to get out of here because we got to go shoot this last video. But we love y'all. Thank you so much for rocking with us. We'll see you next time.